Hello there, Gemini. Welcome to Diamond Dragon Lady. My name is Ariel, and today we're going to be doing your mid-November new moon in Scorpio reading for 2023. This new moon will be with us in the sign of transformative Scorpio on November 13th at 4:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's definitely going to set into motion some big changes, renewals, rebirths, all that kind of stuff. Powerful mysteries and secrets being revealed are all par for the course with the Scorpio new moon. So let's go ahead and start out. I'm going to do a past, present, future layout, and I will be using the Moonology decks, the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and some tarot to get your messages today. So dear Spirit, let's see what we have got for our Geminis, whatever they need to see, feel, or be aware of for their highest and best good for this new moon in Scorpio, please. And we're starting out with the South Node in the immediate past position. Don't let your past hold you back, Gemini. So anything that's been holding you, anything that you've been trying to break free from, it's definitely time. That's what you're coming from in your immediate past. So if you've already kind of broken free from a toxic old situation, relationship, job, whatever it may be, or even a pattern of thinking, that kind of thing can be very powerful. But something is being released. Something is being let go of. Let's get a clarifier on top of this one. And look at that. Yes, it's going to take some willpower, or it has taken some willpower here, Gemini, because that is, again, in your past position. So if you have moved past a difficult situation, it is simply because you have willed that into being through the focus of your mind, your thoughts, and communication. Let's get into the present energy, what will be coming through strongest for this new moon position. This is going to be a big one, guys. This is a powerful time of change here. Ooh, look at that. We've got the full moon in Scorpio energy. It's time to release negativity. So absolutely, don't let the past hold you back. And it is time to let go of something that has been either negative, difficult, has run its course. When we have both new moons and full moons in that deck. So when we get a full moon, it's something that's at a completion time. It has come full circle, and it's time to let it go. Let's clarify this card for you, Gemini. And we have self-love. Aww. And this is one of my favorite cards from this particular deck. And I really feel that this is the key to that success in releasing the negativity here, Gemini, because it's all about loving you enough to release what's negative and doesn't work for you in your life anymore. It's time to embrace yourself, your self-worth, your confidence, and what your true value is. It's time to love yourself enough to let go of something that is not healthful or healing for you. Let's get into your future position. Let's see how this is all going to be playing out for you, Gemini. All right. Ooh, and look at that. We have your own energy coming into the future, which is beautiful to see. New moon in Gemini, communication is key. Gemini, because this is your own energy in this card, I feel like this is self-empowerment coming back to you. The self-love and reaffirmation of yourself will definitely pay off, because this is all about you stepping into a new cycle, a new phase. And I think that, communication for Gemini is always a big key. It is important for you guys. It is something that you really, Geminis are made to communicate. They're made to share ideas and thoughts. And so if you can talk to trusted friends, counselors, advisors about your progress, what you're going through, what you hope to achieve, it's all going to improve how you move through this particular phase. And look at that. Wow. Okay. So Queen of the Moon, one of the most powerful cards of this deck. and it comes in with sovereignty. So again, like I said, I feel like this is a transformation for you from going from a place where you didn't feel quite as empowered, but you stepped away from something very difficult, perhaps very toxic or damaging that, just really needed to be released. And the more self-love that you've embraced, look at that, it puts you in this beautiful position of personal power as that plays out as we get closer to the end of this month. It's a lot of change in a small amount of time. And that's why these kind of like new moon, readings can really reverberate well past their cycle. So let's get some tarot and deepen these messages for you, Gemini. All right. Yes. And look at this. I mean, this to me is all about willpower, leadership, going for what you want with this King of Wands. That immediate past, you really did some work, or you really literally put your foot down, put that stick down in the ground and said, no more of this. I know what I want. I know what I'm worth, and I know what I deserve. So I think you've really, kind of put yourself back in a position of strength. And, not settling for second best. Yeah, and I think that this was not the easiest thing to do, or it isn't the easiest thing to do if you're still, going through it or completing this cycle here, Gemini. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like for a lot of you, if this has to do with a relationship, this could just be saying, you might have avoided leaving, or you might have avoided starting an argument or starting a conversation because you were afraid of being alone. You were afraid of getting left out in the cold. But I feel that, it wasn't worth it enough to you if I'm really looking at what's coming next, right? Because I feel like, instead of feeling like, oh no, I'm so scared I'll be alone, you tried something different. It's like, I'm going to go walk around the other side of this building. The lights are on in there. And I know that there's something better. I know that there's a place where I will feel loved, connected. I won't feel out in the cold anymore, because I always say it's harder to be in a relationship where you feel alone than to just actually be alone. But take it as it resonates, Gemini, because these are, as we always say, general messages. So here we go into the present energy of the new moon. Time to release negativity. Self-love is there, embracing your self-worth. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, Gemini. For a lot of people, and this, it may not be for everybody. Like I always say, if the reading doesn't fit for your situation, you don't have to make it fit. But the Nine of Pentacles isn't always. It doesn't have to be. But it is commonly a card of being single and being very prosperous. Being, really well stabilized and very harmonious within yourself. It's like she has got her garden growing. Everything is good. She's dressed up nice. She's got her little falcon that helps her to see, into the future, gives her good foresight. And it is that kind of like, even if you're not single, Gemini, even if that's not your personal situation with this, you're really just enjoying the results of your efforts. But I also see this, combined with that self-love and releasing the negativity. I feel like if you were around people or situations where they were always putting you down, putting you in a place where you were always lesser than them, always giving you a hard time, always undervaluing you, I feel like you've let that go. You've let that person or that situation go, and you're stepping into this very empowered place where you know your worth. And look at that. And as a result, I feel like, Gemini, you're able to find better people, better relationships, better prospects. Because this Ten of Cups is this joy. It's this happiness. It's a full happiness, too. This isn't just a little bit. This is the whole thing, right? Beautiful reading. So let's get into your future position. Yes, and Knight of Wands is here too. You got more fire. There's a lot of fiery energy here. So this can be travel, it can be movement, it can be going forward, something you're very excited about. Sagittarius energy on that, so that's why, we can get a lot of travel coming up. You might be making travel plans, going somewhere that you're really excited to go and see. Just a lot more adventure here for you, Gemini. And look at that, we've got balance coming into it as well. So I feel like, what you're going to pursue in the future is all about, equal give and take. This is Libra Taurus energy here in this card. And it's really about, keeping enough for yourself while also being giving and generous. And so if you were in a situation that wasn't, reciprocating your feelings, your thoughts, and what you were giving, then you really, you said, that's not good enough. I'm going to let that go. I do think you let something go, whatever it may be, even if it's just a way of thinking about yourself. This to me is a powerful shift. It's a powerful change here, Gemini. Very beautiful reading where you're really choosing your own happiness. Let's get into a manifestation card to wrap this one up for you. Ooh, and there we go. First quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurity. So Gemini, this is a perfect summarization. I feel like if you had insecurities, whether those were long held or whether they were, things that someone or something, kept telling you that you weren't good enough or making you feel that you weren't good enough, you've really chosen to do this. You've chosen to let go of those insecurities. And if you struggle with it at all, in the coming weeks, the coming months, I would say just refer back to this reading because it's really telling you, Gemini, it's like your own mind might be telling you that, or other people might have told you that, but it's not the truth. Look a little deeper. Listen to your true heart, your true soul, your true self. You're going to feel who you truly are, what is really your value. You don't have to listen to those negative voices, whether, they're those little voices that we all have inside ourselves or whether it's somebody else on the outside saying it. All right, Gemini, this is a beautiful reading. I hope you have an amazing rest of your November, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.